family, my husband, my friends, everyone who's visiting the museum are really appreciating the efforts that you have made. तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगेगा अगर आप हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगे कि what was the thought behind creating that museum and how do you feel about it?
So, as you mentioned, the Partition Museum opened in Amritsar very recently. We've been very lucky that Surjit ji has been a supporter of the museum from its earliest days. Essentially, about almost 4 years ago now, we had this very stark realization that we were approaching 70 years of partition. And that somehow, in 70 years, there had been no museum or memorial anywhere in the world that acknowledged or remembered what people had gone through. And if you look at any other country, they have all memorialized the events that have defined them. So you have, within a few years of 9/11 happening, we had a 9/11 museum. There are many Holocaust museums. There is an apartheid museum. But in India, this event that shaped us so completely as a nation, as communities, as families, as individuals, there was no museum or memorial. And where partition was discussed, it was discussed at the level of nation states or at the level of leaders. So if you go to the Nehru Memorial Museum in Delhi, you will see some discussion of partition, but from Nehru's perspective, his letters. Coming from a partition family myself, 3 of my 4 grandparents were impacted by the partition. There was this very clear sense that that generation was leaving us, that people who had witnessed partition firsthand, within a few years would no longer be able to tell us about their real visceral experience of it. So that created a real sense of urgency about how have we come 70 years without a museum? And then this real sense that we had to set one up very quickly, and to set it up not again about nation states but about people. So from the beginning we said this has to be a people's museum. And what that means is when you come to the museum, you see it's using people's stories, it's using their objects, it's their letters, their photographs. That's what's in the museum. There's art, there's poetry, like Arthur Saab's poetry is in the museum, Satish Gujarat's art is in the museum. But the heart of the museum are the oral histories and the objects people brought. So in every gallery we have 5 or 6 TV monitors. On those monitors people are saying in their own words, this is what happened to me, this is how I came. We were on a train, we were almost attacked, we walked for 3 days without food, we slept somewhere out in the open. The women were always worried about their safety. Somebody's mother gave them kerosene and a match and said, if the bomb comes, you know what to do. So the power that is there in hearing those stories firsthand. And then with that, we place the objects that people carried with them. So somebody brought, for example, very personal, poignant objects like a case that their mother made in the village before. That's what they wanted to, even though they were fleeing, that's what they wanted to bring with them. Somebody brought their mother's wedding saree. Somebody brought very practical things. Lots of people have given us burtons, for example, because that is what they used when they were in the refugee camp. So they knew कि जब भी वो पहुंचेंगे, that would be the most essential thing. Somebody's given us a ghada. And other people have given us things from their immediate life post-partition, like refugee cards. Now we got a refugee card, for example, of somebody who came all the way to UP from Punjab. We've got similarly objects from Bengal also, because that is also a story that we've tried to include, the Sindhi side of the story. So the Partition Museum has tried to really tell history from a people's perspective, and to say this is our history, and we have to create that space for that to be heard. It's not been heard so far. People who lived through the partition have never had their story acknowledged. We've had some wonderful film, some TV serials, beautiful literature, but a museum, a memorial that says these are the real voices of people and this is what they went through. And since we've opened, I'm touched to say we've had a really overwhelming response. Over 2.5 lakh people have come to us since we opened it maybe 14 months ago. And whoever's coming, they're I think at a very visceral level, seeing in the museum their own history. And I think that's what makes it powerful.
I would suggest if anyone has any questions